Let me tell you the reason why you keep having that doggone price conversation with your ideal patients. That everybody's all a go, everybody wants to do it until you talk about price. Well, there's three main reasons why this keeps happening in your practice. So, my name is Rochelle Shaw. I am the author of The $1 Million Equation, The $1 Million Equation for Doctors, and my latest book, The $1 Million Equation for Specialty Dentists. And we help specialty dentists build $1 million practices, right? And so here's what happens. So you get the patient in your chair, you've done everything, you know that you can help them, you can fix their teeth, and then dun, da, 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 it's that time to present price. And you're like, "Ugh." And you hear them say, I need to think about it. I'm going to check around. Why is this happening? It's happening for three reasons. So give me about 3.5 minutes, and I'm going to explain to you how you can eliminate that price objection once and for all. So here's the first thing that's happening is that number one, you haven't talked to them at all about price before they get in your chair. And you are just going ahead doing things exactly how you want to do them. Okay. I always say that there needs to be a sales choreography. And I talk about this in the book is that there needs to be a step by step of who's going to present the price to the patient. So oftentimes it's either not being the actual doctor working on them, is that they come in and they go, here, I'm going to hand out, you can talk to our finance department, you can talk to our office manager, you can talk to them. And they're not properly trained. So they're afraid to ask the customer for the price, or their own price sensitivity gets in the way. So they go, ooh, well, this is going to be about 22,000 instead of, great, the doctor prescribed X and it's going to be 22,000. We can do that in payments. We can do it in multiple ways. How would you like to handle it? You see, very direct. That's different than it's going to be expensive, right? Stop counting the patient's money. You don't know where they are, and your office manager or that person who is offering the price needs to be solid in how they offer the price. Okay. So that's the first big mistake is number one is the person who offers the price shouldn't be the person offering the price. It should come from the doctor. But the doctor doesn't want to do it because he gets nervous. Yeah. So you need a sales choreography so that you know how it goes and it's just a natural thing instead of you feeling imbalanced. Okay. The second reason is that when people come to see you, they are price shopping because your website looks exactly like every other website. And there's no way to distinguish you from any other dentist. Why? Well, a couple of things. Number one is some of y'all are having a person who just does dental websites build yours. And so they're not creating anything custom except for the about us portion. And then you start with where you went to school. So we just did a recent survey and we surveyed over 211 patients. And we asked them, tell me what the best dental school is in the US. And none of them could give us an answer. Many of them answered, typical schools, right? But they really don't know. So they don't know whether you went to a great school or you didn't go to a great school. So having that as how you lead is really causing that whole thing of, well, let me check out with somebody else, right? So the first thing is who's actually doing the pricing conversation. The second thing is what we just talked about is following people who are following people who are lost. So now we'll all just look like this one homogenous thing and they don't know the difference. So the patient When there is no other way to distinguish how you are better, they default to the lowest common denominator. And the lowest common denominator is price. Yikes, right? It's not what you want. It's not what you want. And then the third reason why you get that, I think about it, is that because people are calling around and they feel as if having more information and by choosing the one that fits into their budget is the best. And that's who you are attracting because you are showing up doing everything in your power to look just like your competition. So what's the solution? So here's what I found is the best solution to overcome that. I'm thinking about it and any price objections, right? Is become the published author. So like we did for Dr. Sean, right? So Dr. Sean is the one that wrote the actual book on dental implants. Here we go. Dr. Sean, right? And when you write the book on actual implants, guess what happens? So when they get the book, that also has some pricing parameters in there, it showcases exactly what you do, but it is the best part of the logic side of when people are buying. Like a lot of times they buy from emotion, but they also buy from logic. And if they can tell their spouse, their friends, their family, their boss, their partners in business, if they can tell them, well, I went to the best, I went to Dr. Sean, this is why I paid this amount, is because he's the best. You know, he wrote the book on it. Changes everything. It absolutely changes everything because now there's no more price. The calls that you get are now, "Ooh, I need some implants. Can I just see the dentist?" No, it's, "I want Dr. Sean to do my implants." And all of the things that we want our referrals to do, right, that aren't doing for us. Because even if you get a referred patient, here's what you do is you say, "Great, of course I can set the appointment. How about I send you a copy of his best-selling book about dental implants, everything that you need to know. Would you like that before you come in?" Of course. Now you have an educated, right, patient who's excited, who can't wait, who loves it. But here's what's even better than that, okay? After doing this 17 years and in this world of technology, in fast, in immediate, in TikTok, in YouTube University, and all of those things, your best patients are still readers. They are people who are informed. They are people who read. They may see it on TikTok, okay? But that's not your best patient. Your best patient is a reader. And so if you go to and provide them with something that they love and that now they can read it, now you have a competition of zero. My name is Rochelle Shaw again, and I help you write your book within 90 days. We have the meat of the book all done, and then we customize it all for you. But even better, and here's the catch, is that we block out everybody in your city from allowing them to do this exact book, and so that you eliminate your competition. If you'd like some more information on that, you can go check us out on the internet. You can leave a comment below, or you can just send me a DM and say, "Hey, look, I'd like some information." And we'd love to help you write your best-selling book and really change the way and the perception and the price you get to charge from all of the patients coming to you, because we also have a guarantee. So if you'd like some more information on that, just let us know. But work on those three things. Who is the person actually pitching and actually doing the price conversation? Who is, do they know that your website is it setting yourself apart from everybody else? Imagine if we put and he wrote the book. Ah, yes, it changes. And then lastly is making sure that you stand out apart from everybody else. All right. Have a great, great day.